actually got down on both knees to apologize.
Man, I'm sorry. You're a champion. I respect that.
We must take the most stringent action available to us, which it appears is a maximum fine of $3 million and revocation of license.
My spirit was just gone to do anything else because I couldn't do what I truly love to do.
I make a motion that we grant Mr. Tyson's petition for reinstatement, that he be allowed to box again in the state of Nevada.
We speak of Mike Tyson, who met the media Tuesday in L.A. along with January opponent Frans Botha.
To all the people who want to make deals with Mike, I would suggest that you just hold on, to those deals because you might lose a lot of money.
Your guys know what I do. Y'all know what I do. I put people in body bags, and I know your guys don't think you're going to beat me.
When Mike Tyson returns to boxing here at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, this arena will be filled with the tangible excitement and eager anticipation of a truly historic sporting event. For then, Tyson will be embarking on the third and most likely last chapter of his long, improbable, and often astounding storybook career. Hi, I'm Steve Albert, and welcome to Mike Tyson, the next chapter. 12 years ago, a 20-year-old wearing black trunks and a gold tooth burst upon the boxing scene to become the youngest in history to win the heavyweight title. With his unrivaled success in the ring, he became arguably the most famous, most controversial athlete in the world.
There's nobody that can beat me. There's nobody that can beat me.
He led his life in public as his successes and failures, marriages and breakups, professional triumphs, and personal problems were continually reported, dissected, and discussed with microscopic intensity. And 18 months ago, when he faced Evander Holyfield in their second fight, Tyson did the unimaginable. What happened here?
He got bit, I think.
Evander Holyfield, look out, he's pushed right here, above us by Tyson.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Not only was Tyson disqualified from the bout, the Nevada Athletic Commission revoked his boxing license. Now, after an enforced hiatus, Tyson returns to the ring to meet former IBF heavyweight champion and #1 contender, Frans Botha. Over the course of this show, we will be bringing you a candid and revealing conversation with Mike Tyson. Plus, we'll meet his opponent, former heavyweight champion, Frans Botha. It's all coming up next on Mike Tyson, the next chapter.
As everything continues to escalate, that's all this album's suspended. I'm screwed.
The maximum fine of $3 million and revocation of license.
I felt totally useless. I could have done other things, I had plays to move, but my spirit was just gone to do anything else because I couldn't do what I truly love to do.
Here in this unassuming industrial neighborhood of Phoenix, Arizona, far from the temptations and distractions of a more glamorous location, Mike Tyson is preparing for his comeback against former IBF champion Frans Botha. Hi, I'm Steve Albert, and welcome back to Mike Tyson, the next chapter. Since regaining his boxing license, a dedicated and determined Mike Tyson has methodically rearranged virtually every facet of his professional life. He has enlisted a new management team, recruited a new trainer, and removed himself from temptation by training in this new and unlikely location. Well, here we are. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, 18 months away from the bout with Evander Holyfield. Now far from the emotions of that night, are you still affected by that incident?
No.
It doesn't
no, never at all.
Ring in your head?
Never. Listen, to be real, I'm a character, right? So people say things, just wash on my back, I make a joke out of it, because that's who I am, you know what I mean? But the fact is, my reaction was just so overwhelmingly, overtly bizarre, so I had to deal with that kind of penalty.
Why did you do it?
I was frustrated, I was mad, I was blooded, I was bleeding, and I was a little dizzy, and I thought they were going to stop the fight, and I believed they was doing it intentionally. I'm sorry. I'm human, too. Nobody was defending me in there.
Come on, hey, watch the head today. I know, watch the head.
When did it finally dawn on you what you did? Was it immediately? Was it later that night?
No, it had to be later on, like a week or two, as everything continued to escalate. I said, oh, I f***ed up. You know, I'm suspended. I'm screwed.
The maximum fine of $3 million and revocation of license.
How hard was it being away from boxing?
So I felt totally useless. I could have done other things, you know. I had plays move, but my spirit was just gone to do anything else because I couldn't do what I truly loved to do.
Well, Mike Tyson is concerned tonight with one more body part. He is the butt of comedians' jokes.
What do you think about comics and talk show hosts?
I put myself in that position for them to make fun of me. You know what I mean? It's all good to make fun. You know what I mean? We can all make fun of people. It's cool.
How did you spend your time? What did you do?
I stayed in Brooklyn most of the time. Went to my old neighborhood. Stayed in Brooklyn and Flatbush Avenue and Brownsville. I stayed there, but mostly the whole summer. You stayed in a retrospect, and I used to look back and see where I came from. So people get shot, see people fighting, see people quarreling over dice games. My dumb ass got in a dice game. I even got in some arguments. And you know, man, I used to put myself back in perspective. You have to understand, I come from a place where one moment I had a bunch of people, I'm in a drug dealer's house, and I got a bunch of people on the floor robbing. The next thing you know, I got my hand raised in the air, and they said the youngest heavyweight champion in the world, and that's an overwhelming load to handle.
Did you stay away from everything and anything that had to do with boxing, watching it, talking about it, while you were under this forced hiatus?
Yeah, I never went near boxing. I went to Washington, D.C. I was in Washington and Maryland, and I went to a local fight, professional fight.
Oh, did you?
And it was fun. Yeah, it was real fun.
Just to kind of kick back and be a fan?
Yeah, I was a fan. It was just fun. You know, it wasn't, nobody was pompous. Nobody was like, no big shots. Right. Everybody was rooting for the hometown boy. It was great.
That's good. You've been fighting half your life. Now you're about 32. What are you hoping to accomplish from this point on, boxing-wise?
I just want to fight, and I just want to feel good in there.
Of course, win the title.
Listen, that'll happen, you know what I mean? But it's just one step at a time. You know, I can't allow people to pressure you. Got to do this, you're going to do that. I just have to move one step at a time and just live my life.
Why did you choose to train here in Phoenix as opposed to, say, New York or Las Vegas, where you have homes and a history?
I needed a breath of fresh air. I needed somewhere new. I needed a new establishment. I need to establish my life as well somewhere. I need some place where somebody can say, well, Mike did this because I've never been here before. So somebody can say, Mike did this and Mike did, and I can start off fresh. Because I need a fresh start.
Very nice, very nice.
And that fresh start is no more apparent than in Tyson's new trainer. While his camp interviewed many of the biggest names in the sport, Tyson decided upon one of boxing's better-kept secrets. Veteran trainer Tommy Brooks.
I heard a lot about Tommy Brooks, and he came over, and it's just a business, and we talk. I like him a lot personally, and we're working things out gradually.
Brooks has trained many great fighters, but ironically, he's best known for working with Evander Holyfield and helping to design the game plan that beat Tyson twice.
For him being a Holyfield trainer, I never really knew that he was in Holyfield's corner. Sure. I really never knew that, because I never looked. Hey, God! Come look at the deal! Come look at the deal! That's history, that's past, and it's just business.
And here you are together now, working. It's funny how things work out. What are certain things that you're working on? What specifically are the two of you getting together?
That's my basics, and putting my punches together, working on my balance, and everything's coming along good.
Why did you choose to fight Frans Botha for your first fight back?
Listen, I don't choose anybody. I say fight, and I would afford anyone. You know, I just want to. I'm just happy to be blessed with the opportunity to fight. Let
me just play devil's advocate. Your critics, some folks say that they think that maybe your time is over. What do you say to those people?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Those people make me who I am. That's why I'm the pay-per-view champion, because of my critics.
How about those who say you no longer have the burning desire?
No, it doesn't bother me, because I'll be okay. I'll be all right.
You fight, of course, for the money. You fight for yourself. You fight for respect. Given all of that, what do you need to accomplish to make this fight really a success for Mike Tyson?
I'm going to make it a stunning success. I'm going to win successfully, and it's really not necessarily fighting, because this is just, like I said, this is what I do, you know what I mean?
What kind of a legacy are you looking to leave?
You know, I don't have big dreams and stuff like that. That's just not who I am. I just like to kick some ass. I never think about losing and stuff. I just go in there and do my best. Have some fun, you know what I mean? I just need to be Mike Tyson. Everything else is a foregone conclusion.
I had quite a few.
Y'all guys know what I do. Y'all know what I do. I put people in body bags when I'm right. So we know what's going to happen.
I've never had any fear in me, and I believe that I can't be intimidated.
I never came in the ring trying to intimidate anybody. I just came in, presented myself. And whatever happened, if that happened, they choose to be intimidated, cool. Regardless of what happens, they're going to get hit eventually.
When I land, I know I'm getting it. I know with my power that I have too, that I can hit Mike and take him out.
My man beefing, we heard this 15 years. I've been doing this. We've been hearing this from different guys. We'll see. We'll see.
Mike is right there, and he can't fight going back. And that inside fighting, that is his game plan, and he wants his hands free, and once you tie him up, Mike can't do nothing.
And I know you guys don't think he's going to beat me. I know you don't think that. Regardless of my layoff, I know no one believes that.
I see Mike burning up most of his energy in the first few rounds because he wants that knockout. And then I see Mike slowing down after 3-4 rounds, slowing down, and then he's vulnerable.
People say anything, but the night the fight comes, I'm ready to rumble.
With the war of